Steven in Loudonville, Ohio. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com. But call me Mo Better, because I may be seeing Mo Better, looking Mo Better, and show everyone else how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses when I cut the Zeiss Photofusion extra gray lenses with the blue flash mirror for your Oakley 8046 airdrop, color 13, the satin light steel in the 53 eye size. And first off, let me do a couple thank yous. Thank you for your purchase, and thank you for what you do. Steven works for FedEx. FedEx delivers the lenses. I could not keep going through this coronavirus health scare without companies like FedEx. And if I can give a second shout out to UPS and the Postal Service, who I'll mail these out through. I also should say I am an authorized Oakley dealer. I do not yet have all the frames with model numbers, colors, and sizes on my website. So if there's a frame that you want, go to the contact me page of the website. Let me know what it is. I'll check on the price and availability. If you really want to be nice, upload a picture of your prescription or tell it to me and let me know what lens options you want, and I can tell you exactly how much everything will cost and how long it will take. But let me go ahead and begin by taking out the Oakley 8046 airdrop. You're going to get all the manufacturer's original packaging. The Oakley hard shell case with Oakley written on the bottom. The Oakley cleaning cloth / carrying bag. If you don't want to carry around the hard case, this doubles as a carrying bag. Let me take everything out. Ooh, that satin light steel is nice. That's the first time I've cut this. It's almost a metallic color. It comes with a little plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temples from rubbing together during shipping. I'm going to put that on there when I ship to you. Again, this is the Oakley airdrop. It is model number 8046, again color 13. Let me highlight this color. That's really nice. That light steel, that is really nice. That's going to look really, really nice with that metallic blue lens. Well, I should say the blue flash mirror. I'm getting away with the metallics. It's got a black Oakley emblem on each side. It has temple tips that you can adjust yourself. That's the nice thing about the airdrop. It comes in 4 sizes, a 51, 53, 55, and 57. The only color that does not come in a 57 is the color 03, the smoke gray. This is color 13 in the 53 eye size. It is written on the inside of the bridge. Can you guys see that? Can you see that? And let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to take out the original demo lenses, and of course you're going to receive all of this. It has some great nose pads on there, non-slip nose pads, very well designed by Oakley. And of course these are designed by Oakley in California. So, and hey, you guys want to see something that's designed here in North Carolina? Hang on for 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I should have had these out. These are my creations. They just came in yesterday through FedEx. Love you guys. This is Christian eyewear. It has a metal cross embedded into the temple. It has another cross lasered onto the temple tip and then painted. These will be available midsummer. This is a wood color. It's actually color 2, which is called dogwood, because allegedly Jesus was crucified on a dogwood cross, and it has, you know, the wood pattern on the inside. I also have it in the shiny black with a silver cross. These are sunglasses, but again, I can do these as prescription. I've just taken the polarized brown lenses out. The black one has polarized gray, and then one for the ladies. This one is color 3, which is majestic purple. It too has a silver cross and lasered onto the temple tip. Now, these were the first samples that were sent to me. By the way, take a look at this 7-barrel hinge. This thing you can almost run over with a tank. These are extremely sturdy, great stylish. This is the new Wayfarish shape, and you can get purple with a silver cross here and here, purple with a gold cross here and here, black with a silver cross in both locations, or a shiny black with a gold cross, and of course the dogwood with silver and or gold. They were just put this on there to show me the gold. These are the samples they sent to me. I can't wait to get started on this project. The website's being built. Again, I'll have these available in the summer of 2020. And these are my babies, designed in North Carolina. And let's get back to the ones the Oakley's designed in California. That's what Steven needs to be wearing. So I'm going to program that shape into the computer. It is barcode number 2608. Once that's assigned in there, years from now, should he ever need new lenses, I can mail them right to his home and he'll be able to see how to insert them themselves. I'm going to hit the start button. The little stylus is going to pop up, go around, trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy any genuine, authentic Oakley frame and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or unused health savings account flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase. Now, I'm considered out of network as far as insurance goes, but I still give you the itemized receipt that you can get your out of network reimbursement. You'll get a full reimbursement from the health savings account flex dollars. So I'm going to move on to the next screen. I need to enter the pupillary distance, which is a total of 61.5. Now, I cannot do in quarter increments. I can do half millimeter increments. So I'm going to do 30.5. The computer starts at 32.5. I'm going to tap the minus button a few times till we get to 30.5. I do want to raise the optical center up 2 millimeters to 18. Gracious, let me write that down. 18. Now, he still has an extra half a millimeter. So what I'm going to do, well, first thing, I got to get your lenses prepped. Your right eye reads -4, -150 at 95. Let's turn this on. Put everything on 0. Okay. 95. Turn the axis wheel to 95, which corresponds to this prescription. Put the power drum on -4. And I'll explain all this a little bit later. Put the lens in, rotate it until the spherical component of the prescription comes into view first. Get everything laid out. Check the astigmatism correction, -550. That is perfect. I'm going to put 3 dots on the lenses, which may be a little light for you to see, so I will darken them for you. 1, 2, 17. I mathed wrong again. Okay, so that's on the platform. Let's do the same thing now for the left lens. -375, -50 at 158. First thing I do is change the axis wheel to 158, put the power drum on -375. Double check myself, put this lens in. It's already marked L for me. Of course, I always mark my own lenses. And that lines up. Check the astigmatism correction. Oh yeah, we're good to go. Just double check everything along the way. And put 3 dots on those lenses. Darken those for you. Now, if you guys missed any of that, let me recap. That joke's for me. I don't care if you don't laugh at it. I'm going to laugh at it. When the clown gets to laugh at work, it's a good day at work. So, this is a block. Of course, I like to call him Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to your lens while it is cutting. So I need 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got 2 here. The black side, oops, is the sticky side. It wasn't sticky enough. So I'm going to stick that one onto the first block, place it on the platform, do the same thing now for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. That silver button on the back is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice today. The first time, it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. I really like that steel color. The reason why I put those 3 dots on there, it tells me that it's oriented in there just perfectly. So the blue cross is the geometric center of your frame. Your eye is just above that in inset. So I'm going to get everything lined up as such. And as I mentioned, his prescription is 61.5. I have it where it's at 61 at 30.5 for each eye. So I don't know if you guys can see the orange crosshairs that are there. That's in the center. I'm going to move it just a 1/4 millimeter over to give me that extra ½ millimeter per lens. Hit that button, the arm comes down, places the block onto the right lens. We're going to do the same thing now for the lens that ain't right, which I can identify with. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Line up the magnet. Now the optical center and the pupillary distance have mirrored the right side, so I don't have to do anything, just get everything lined up perfectly. And again, that's where it would be if it was at 61. I'm going to move it ever so slightly this way to compensate for that extra 1/4 millimeter. And hit that button, the arm comes down, places the block onto the left lens. Oh, it did not want to stick, so let's do this. Pull everything back up. block the right lens, even though there's nothing there. Do the same thing for the left, and now when it comes down, I'm going to push up when it's still on the surface, just to make sure everything sticks. Get everything lined up by a 1/4 millimeter off to the right. Hit that button, and now when it comes down, I'm going to come back up with it. Press that on there firmly. You can't stop me. I will not be defeated. This idea came to me a week ago, 1 year and 1 week ago, sitting in Easter services in the pew. I saw that people had cross jewelry on their necklace, their bracelets, their earrings, and I thought, why does no one ever put it on a pair of glasses? So I wish I had gotten it a week ago. It would have been Easter weekend and I could have showed you these, but all things in time. There's a plan for everything, and the plan is now coming together. So that's the one thing when you take on projects. It's easy to be defeated. You need strength to keep going. The harder you work, the harder it is to give up on a project. So there's lots of people that will tell you no in life. You have to keep going till you get the answer that that motivates you and keeps you going. So I'm going to wake up the computer. Job ID number 2608, if you can see that, 2608. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic or Trivex, I would select that. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens, which is an automatic feature I wish I could override on here. But hey, just like I was saying, you learn to get around things. If there's an obstacle, if all it takes is pushing a button, then hey, I'll push it. I'm not going to put a bevel on the front convex surface of the lens, but I am going to put a safety bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. I've done this frame enough to know I'm going to take it down 1/10 of a millimeter, because I may have to take it down some more, but we'll start there. I'm going to press the sticker on there firmly. Now the magnet's going to do its job a second time. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the chuck, or by now, you know, I like to call it the Charles, because I just don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. Hit the green start button, the door closes, the dirty door that will be cleaned today. The clamp shuts, the lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. On the first go around, tracing the shape of the right lens. And second go around is tracing the thickness of the lens at every point to know where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you may have a little bit with your prescription based on this frame. But the nice thing about Zeiss, which I can do on the extra active lenses with the mirror coating, is I can specify a 1 millimeter center thickness. Essilor makes everything 1.5 millimeters, so I'm actually able to get your lenses a little bit thinner from Zeiss. Now, you've probably seen a lot of my videos that have the Essilor mirror coatings, and they are nice. They come in 6 colors: silver, gold, green, blue, red, and pink. Well, Zeiss doesn't do the last 2 colors, the red and pink. The other thing about the Essilor lenses, they are done in one lab in the United States, and that happens to be shut down now because of the coronavirus, so no Essilor lenses are being made. But I can still get these done because this was a blue flash mirror and Zeiss is doing that. So with the pros come the cons. Zeiss keeps doing it. The other thing is Essilor lenses take 2 weeks. Zeiss lenses take 1 week. Now, Essilor lenses take 2 weeks when everything's open. Now it's taking no weeks because nothing's being shipped. But your lenses are made out of polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They are virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics grade lens material, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones in their Oakleys that have been provided by the government to protect their eyes from shrapnel and from flying debris. It also has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into it. And in fact, Zeiss offers the most complete, comprehensive UV protection, that they have partnered with the American Cancer Society because they have the most UV protection of any lens. Theirs goes all the way up to 400 nanometers. Other people stop at 380. It also has, the nice thing about that UV protection, we know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin, where your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin, so you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that need to be reapplied every couple hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun. Now you have the Transitions Extra Active. The added benefit of that, well, Transitions Extra Active turn dark when you go outside, and they get darker in hotter weather and behind a windshield than the regular photochromic transition lenses. But one inherent trait of the Extra active is it blocks 50 to 70% naturally of all blue light that you hear being spoken about today is emitted from today's electronic devices. You have the blue flash mirror on the front of the lens, which, as you will see when I activate them, is the most complete mirror coating possible. You also have Zeiss's DuraVision Sun anti-glare coating on the back surface. So you have a mirror coating on the front, you have the extra active all the way through, you have the DuraVision Sun. Essilor has their own proprietary anti-glare coating. They will not say what it is. Zeiss proudly tells you that it's their premium anti-glare coating on the back surface of the lens. There's one more advantage of the Zeiss lenses that I'll show you once these have turned dark. With the safety bevels being applied, which essentially just smoothing out the back surface of the lens left over from the cutting process. I'm going to go ahead and open this door with my mind. Take the lens out, dry everything off. Run my thumbnail around the edge of the lens, get all the optical sawdust off, also known as swarf. Let's see if it fits first time around. I'm going to tuck it in at the outside corners first. Push down at the nose. Yes, it does slip right in, so that is perfect. Flip that over to L. Place the magnet into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, or today I'm calling it the Steven. Hit the green start button just like before. The door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens again will be traced by the two styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the left side of the frame. And you can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the left side. And of course measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness. And look at that, of course you have none in the front. You do have a little bit in the back based on your prescription, but no one's going to see that. The other nice thing, it's almost the color of the frame, so that's really nice. I'm going to take this block off, pull the sticker away, use my hand-approved drying method, throw that back in there, add to my sticker collection. Let me rotate that a little bit. I'm going to put that there. So we're going to come back here to the lensometer, turn the axis wheel back to 95, put it in over that black dot, and I am getting -4, which is exactly halfway between 3 and 5 in the reds. If I rotate this wheel back to 0, you'll see the minus sign in the reds. You'll see a plus sign in the blacks. So we're at -4. That's because the unit of measurement we use in the optical world is called a diopter, spelled D-I-O-P-T-E-R. It starts at 0 and goes up in quarter increments, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1. So at 4 diopters, you're on the 16th rung of the ladder. You need 16 steps of far-sighted correction. With your glasses off, you can see your fingerprint like it's nobody's business. But beyond arm's reach, it starts to get blurry. So you have 16 steps. The reason why there's a minus sign, when your glasses off, everything is much too large. But that's why your lenses will minify, making the object, this card, would be huge. When you put your glasses on, it becomes 4 by 6. Now once this card is the correct size, you have another 1.5 diopters of astigmatism correction. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike, or the letters P and F. Think of it as the fine-tune knob. We're going to turn that fine-tune knob to 95. Now again, 16 steps here. You have a curve, 4 diopters here, another 1.5 diopters 90 degrees away. And that's how we line those two curves up to make everything nice and crisp. That will be at the 95th meridian. So the axis wheel is on 95. Turn the power drum, and we're going to end up at -550, exactly halfway between 5 and 6. Why is that? You add two like signs together. Let's say someone borrowed $4 from you, then they borrowed another $1.50. They would owe you $5.50. That's where we're at, $5.50 in the red. Now your left eye, you only need 15 steps of far-sighted correction and only half a diopter, 2 additional steps of astigmatism correction. And we're going to turn that fine-tune knob to 158. Now a straight line is 0 to 90 to 180. For the right eye, we turn that fine-tune knob to 95. For the left eye, we're going to pass 90 and go to 158. Now the Oakley AirDrop, model number 8046, sells for $178 complete with 1 free pair of prescription lenses. The upgrade to the Photofusion Extra Gray is $129.99. The blue flash mirror is $69.99 for a total of $377.98, tax-free. The reason why I'm pointing out now that everything is tax-free, a lot of people on the internet are having to charge for tax now. I'm in North Carolina. North Carolina considers eyeglasses a medical device, and there is no tax on medical devices, so I am tax-free. I also offer free shipping anywhere in the U.S. and its territories, and to U.S. service members overseas, they get free shipping. Now it looks like the left lens is done. I'm going to again open the door with my mind. I can do other things with my mind. I can melt ice with my mind. I just have to stare at it for a couple hours and then it'll melt. So I'm going to remove all the rest of the optical sawdust that still is on the edge of the lens using my thumbnail. I go all the way around. Once I'm satisfied that it's completely off, I collect it very neatly into one pile on the counter, and then I wipe it on the floor. Kids out there watching, I went to college to learn how to make a mess like this. So kids, if you want to grow up and make a mess at work, you gotta stay in school. That's me nodding my head, giving that stay in school speech. So, tuck the lens in at the outside corners, push down at the nose. It snaps right in. Take this block off. Pull the sticker away, add to my sense of accomplishment pile. Come down here to the lensometer, spin the axis wheel to 158. Place it in over the black dot. Read the power, and I am getting minus 375, one tick mark away from 4. Minus 375. Now we're going to check another 2 steps for your astigmatism correction. Did I mention that? And we're at minus 4 1/4. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike, or the letters P and F. So that's that fine-tune knob. Now, pupillary distance, drum roll please, 61.5, optical center height of 18. I'm going to flip the card around, place my PD stick against my thumb on your right lens, and when we hold it up to the left lens, we're getting 61.5, so that is perfect. I want to check the optical center height with its 18, not to the bottom of the lens, but to the deepest part of the plastic, the middle of the plastic, because again, you have a bevel, and it's going down to that bevel. And we're getting 18 millimeters, so that is cut perfectly. This is known as final inspection. I'm just inspecting everything before these get shipped, 18 millimeters. Now the last part of final inspection is I make sure that everything is in standard alignment, also known as a 3-point stance. Actually, before I do that, I always mention to everyone as I'm cleaning that I offer free shipping anywhere to the U.S. and its territories. And Loudonville, Ohio is in the U.S., so there's free shipping with this. But when you get these in the mail, Stephen, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose this way or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that's higher than the other, and I'm part of that 80%. But because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But I'm going to get these in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I sat down and pressed down. There is no wobble. Now again, I'm part of that 80%. And normally when I take my glasses off, they wobble on the counter. These Ray-Bans here are mine. They wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. The nice thing about these pilot temples, this is called a pilot temple, because if you can imagine a World War II fighter pilot or just wearing your motorcycle helmet, you could slide these on and off without taking your helmet on and off, whereas this is a spatula temple, and you would have to take your helmet off to get these on and off. Now, I'm wearing the Oakley 8149 Pitchman R Carbon with the Photofusion Blue by Zeiss with DuraVision Blue Protect, which has a purplish anti-glare coating. Now you can see my purple when I move my lenses back and forth. You have the blue on yours. So you still get some reflection from an anti-glare coating, and of course you're going to get more from a mirror coating, but it just looks like an anti-glare coating on steroids. Kind of a really cool feature, which is another benefit of these lenses. But I'm going to flip that over, press down, there is no wobble, close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly. And they do, that neither temple is askew like that. And again, these temples you can adjust your home. These are plastic frames with a metal core going through them. You can tighten them or loosen them as needed. That's the really nice thing about these frames. Now again, this is what they look like. Now when you look out, you're going to see the transitions extra active gray. When people look at you, they're going to see that blue mirror coating. So I'm going to activate them, which means expose them to a strong burst of ultraviolet light. Now as you can see, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for photochromic transition lenses to darken. It takes a little bit longer when you come back inside, 45 seconds to a minute 15. Now this is important, everyone pay attention. All photochromic transition lenses turn dark on day 1 and can continue to darken every day for the first couple weeks they're exposed to the sun. After that, they will work for years at maximum performance. The only time that photochromic transitions generation 8 lenses won't work is if you're behind the windshield of a car. Your windshield absorbs the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays that would cause your dashboard to crack, and that's why they don't turn dark in a car. Now having said that, these extra active gray lenses will get 30 to 50% dark behind a windshield. The other nice thing about the Zeiss mirror coatings, it is a solid mirror, just like a sunglass mirror. The Essilor lenses, you have to move around to find that mirror spot. These is a solid sunglass mirror. That's the other, again, added benefit of the Zeiss lenses. Now when you look out, you see the photochromic transitions extra active gray. When people look at you, they're going to see that mirror coating. Again, this comes in 4 colors: silver, gold, green, blue, red, and pink. Oh, excuse me, from Essilor. From Zeiss, they come in silver, gold, green, and this blue. And you'll see a green mirror coming up soon. I've got one of those on order. So as I keep talking, these are going to get lighter and lighter. The other thing about all photochromic transition lenses, they'll get darker when it's 85 and below than they will when it's 95 and above. But I'd like to remind everyone, when it is 100 degrees outside, you're miserable, they're miserable. Nobody works 100% when it's 100 degrees outside. But again, having said that, these extra active lenses are designed for people who spend extra amounts of time outside in hotter weather. So they will get darker. Now, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can click the bell icon down the bottom right hand corner to get future notifications of the different lens styles, colors, and lens combinations as they become available. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as Free Prescription Lenses, as Twitter as Free RX Lenses. If you have any questions, you can go to the contact me page of the website, like what frames you would like until they're available on the website. You can also leave a comment in the comment section below. But Stephen in Loudonville, Ohio, thank you again for everything you do for FedEx to keep these Zeiss lenses coming. Thank you for the purchase of the frame. By the way, I also send out a selfie request in every package. I would love to have 2 of these, one with them clear when you're indoors and another one, a second one when you're outside, showing them the great blue mirror lenses in these satin steel Oakley frames. I also send out cleaning instructions, not only on your frame and lenses, but for your Oakley hard case, the cleaning cloth from Oakley, your Zeiss cleaning cloth, and my new premium microfiber cloth that has been designed with all the brands that I offer. It will be with instructions on how to care for that too, so they will last you for years. No other seller on the internet does that, I have been told. People are saying. So again, Stephen in Loudonville, Ohio, thank you so much for the Oakley 8046 airdrop in color 13 light satin steel with your Zeiss Photofusion extra gray lenses and the blue flash mirror. You can see how these keep lightening as I keep talking. And thanks again for all you do, and thanks again for everyone who's watching. Hopefully you've seen now how to bring that love and feeling back to glasses.